When it comes to SMG4 and the lore, it's a bit of a stick in the mud to try to figure out what the show is actually trying to tell us. This may be because of lore inconsistencies and really weird logic which we have to take into account. But for those of you who for some reason don't understand lore after watching the Puzzlevision movie, I don't fully blame you because of what I just said. So I'm here to just make the lore all make sense to you guys, and I can tell you that the lore really doesn't go that deep. But with enough said, my name's Miguel, let's get right into the video. So from what I've analysed on the movie, here's how the entire lore works. Mr. Puzzles, the host of an entertainment and media company, which is Puzzlevision, looks forward to get a 5-star rating, but when he doesn't, it gets more and more desperate. This leads to him finding about a show which SMG4 and his friends are working on.
It's the stupidest show that I've ever seen, and if I can make you entertaining, I can do anything!
This is all taking place within the universe, by the way. But as I was saying, Mr. Puzzles then has the idea of manipulating the cast into these shows which he has built for them, because of how great the acting of the cast is, according to Puzzlevision. Now, I do find this really strange how they decide to make 3 Puzzlevision shows across an entire year, but then speedrun it at a certain point of time. But hey, that's just the weird part of the logic of SMG4. But for now, we just have to go with that. But anyways, this then leads to No TV makes Mario no Okie Dokie, where Mr. Puzzles decides to take a completely different approach by somehow trapping the cast in a simulation, which is the setup to make episodes for the audience efficiently. This is what leads to the making of these 4 episodes and the movie. But after he spent all the time and effort on that, he still cannot achieve a perfect rating. So after this quote-unquote failure of the 4 episodes he has released, Mr. Puzzles decides to take a different approach and make a movie. Now, I find it really weird how the movie is pretty much a documentary of his downfall. But I mean, if Puzzlevision wants to do that and even exploit the ways he makes their shows to the audience, then sure. We also should note that the audience of Puzzlevision isn't actually us. It's the people within the SMG4 universe watching. While it may seem like it is us, the way the ratings work within the universe makes it look like that it isn't actually us rating it, and rather it's the people within the SMG4 universe rating it. Another thing to note here is that for some weird reason, a higher rating equals more power. This here is why Puzzlevision wants more stars, because then he has more control over everyone. But this doesn't even make sense. But if the SMG4 universe wants to shape the laws of the universe in order to set this all up, then sure. With all this logic in mind, let's talk about the movie. In summary, when Mr. Puzzles realizes that Mario has escaped from his media making simulation, he sees that as a huge threat towards the production of his episodes, and in response, tries even harder to get a perfect rating, throwing the cast members into different shows simultaneously to maximize entertainment, despite the cast's anger towards Mr. Puzzles. Now just pause for a second. Why are the members of the SMG4 cast angry at Mr. Puzzles for using them as entertainment over their struggles, when SMG4 is doing the exact same? Because logically, the arcs such as the anime arc and the Rapper Bob arc is basically just SMG4 creating entertainment over the characters' losses. This is just something I wanted to quickly point out, which shows how much of a narcissist SMG4 is, which could just be summarized down to bad writing. But anyways, it seems that Mr. Puzzles is an absolutely stupid entertainment and media creator because of how easily they find their way out of the simulation. I mean, we could just say this is a setup in order to lure the cast into channel 999, and that might be the case. But what isn't a setup is when Mario helps the cast escape Mr. Puzzle's wacky, spectacular, fantabulous, epicentric variety show, which is what he did when he got 5 stars. But anyways, Mario does it by ruining Mr. Puzzle's show, which causes Mr. Puzzle's star rating to go down. This, in consequence, takes away Mr. Puzzle's control over the cast. SMG4 then decides that Puzzlevision is an absolute disgrace, as he and the cast decides that making a show better than him will make him deceased, which is exactly what happens. And well, yep, that's the entire summary of the movie for you. Basically, some Puzzlevision guy needs a perfect rating, manipulates some actors to do so by trapping them in a simulation, and then it backfires. Yep, that's pretty much it. Now, there is a whole lot of things I can say about this movie and the entire Puzzlevision saga, but I'd rather keep that for another episode. For now, I would just like to talk about the theory side of things and reflect on the theories not just I have created, but we have made over the saga. Now, I would say that 50% of the theories we have made were correct. And the biggest reason for why making theories was so difficult was because of how illogical some of the lore was. Because as I have been just repeating constantly throughout this video, some of the logic of the SMG4 universe just doesn't make sense. Also, most of you by now should know about the SMG4 Theorist channel, which is a collab channel where me and a bunch of other helpers make theories about SMG4. We only have 4 theories on the channel so far, but only one of them is actually accurate, while the other 2 are partially accurate, and one of them is just plain wrong. I think the most likely reason for this may be because of what I just said before, the illogical happenings within the SMG4 universe. But honestly, we theorized correct for the most part, and I think we may have just overthinked it a little too much. The entirety of the secrets of Puzzlevision pretty much explains it perfectly, stating that Puzzlevision is just some company which manipulating the SMG4 cast to make shows. And I give my friend Jax the props for that, because he was the host of the video. But to summarize, let's just say this. What's the moral of the story? Is that SMG4 is a completely stupid and illogical show, and nothing makes sense.